A former resident of the Davenport building collapse is shocked this morning after reading the report that the city released just this past week. Their former News 8 photojournalist Linnea Hoover was inside when it happened, and Joe McCoy spoke with her about the report and whether she thinks the city can rebuild trust.
I think sometimes the people involved didn't view us as necessarily people.
For former resident Linnea Hoover, the city of Davenport's 113-page report on the building collapse is shocking.
In that report, there was information that said, this building has major structural issues and may not be safe. And nobody in the building was informed of that. I think that's a lack of care. That's a lack of empathy, and that's definitely a lack of respect.
When you see those pictures and you go and think back and go, I was living in there, and the structure I was living in was being held up by literal 2x4s. What do you think of?
I don't sleep at night. I haven't been sleeping since it happened. I think one thing that the report was really good about was, I think underneath all of the text, it basically said everyone was to blame.
Linnea says the actions the city has taken since the collapse has fueled her skepticism.
That building was torn down so quickly. And while evidence was taken, our lawyers weren't able to look into what was going on. They weren't able to hire their own investigators.
To her, the only way to sew back trust is complete transparency.
I think one thing to do is give the people everything. Give them everything you found. Hold nothing back. Radical candor. We are here! Show your people that they can trust you again, because I don't feel like they can.
In Davenport, Joe McCoy, WQAD News 8.
And Hoover says the city never communicated with residents directly that they wouldn't be able to retrieve their personal belongings after the collapse. You can read more about the city's report. You can read it all for yourself on our website, WQAD.com.